Agatha is Malak's daughter? That sounds nasty. That sounds disgusting. Also, we're gonna learn all of that in chapter 4. We gotta talk about this, but first, ladies and gentlemen, we need to talk about something else. What is up, SmackNPie here? Welcome back to another Dark Deception video. It's been a while since we've done a theory video, so this is indeed a news/theory video. This was in my radar for a very long time, so let's just dive straight into it. First of all, we're gonna talk about a rather hidden fan-made project. This one, I wanted to show this for a long time. I just found this out today, and it is called Deception of My Mind, Monsters and Lost Ones. It's kind of like a mashup of Bendy and Dark Deception and other stuff. Just recently they shared the opening plus main menu plus the character selection screen, which is clean as well, obviously. They shared that here on Twitter. So as we know, the roster is building up a little bit, and we will see more as we move forward, but it's an interesting project that's been going around, but it's their project. Let them do whatever they want. We're gonna move on to the next one. Now we're gonna go to the Fans Reaper. Obviously they shared a couple of days ago a quick update that y'all thought was a chapter 4 leak. It wasn't chapter 4 leak. This is a build up to the Mascot Mayhem daytime level that they've been preparing for, hopefully, fingers crossed, public. This is the Snow Gang, and it is looking clean. As we get more teasers, it's like I can't wait for it. Give us the good stuff. And finally, obviously, now we're gonna divert our attention to the best Dark Deception character in all of the gaming history and whatnot, Agatha. Now, this happened in the recent Q&A. Well, when I say recent, I don't technically mean recent. I mean the last Q&A that happened, in which we learned, surprisingly, the possibility of Agatha being Malak's daughter. He said you'll see in chapter 4. Now, I made a couple of notes here that I would like to go through. Let's get started. First of all, in chapter 2, this is where we saw Agatha for the first time, obviously, but this also showed Agatha's behavior. We saw Malak and Agatha together in school. Agatha, specifically, when you finish 2 zones and when you're doing the escape sequence, she called Malak daddy, pointing to him being a father. Bierce said afterwards, when we complete chapter 3 in the diary, we learned that the way she did a sacrifice was through a maid's daughter. Now, we believe in the Dark Deception community, and a character explanation video on Agatha will be coming soon, because single-handedly her explanation is by far the most interesting, and that's not me being biased. That is literally from everything I've researched so far. So if Agatha was maid's daughter, what kind of connection we can make between Malak and Agatha? Malak is the demon, is the devil doo-doo here. Not just the devil, not just the demon, but the devil doo-doo here in this world. Now, I've said this is a separate world from reality. There is a literal Bierce's ballroom that isn't as shiny, that isn't as fancy in the real world. There are 2 separate worlds that we go back and forth. Malak and Bierce and other people that will come to in just a second are stuck in here because they want to be here. It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel all of that good stuff. Anyways, now here are a couple of theories we can go through. Now, first of all, let's just all assume that Agatha was indeed the maid's daughter. Now, who is Bierce? Who is Malak, Victor, Edgar, all these other people from Hollywood? We're gonna go through them some other day, but just know this, that these characters exist. These big mansions, these big Hollywood executive producers and all of that nonsense, all of that exists. Bierce and them, they have maids, they have drivers, they have cooks, chefs and whatnot, and all of the fancy, the rich people stuff do. Regardless, one of those maids that was close to Malak specifically, and Victor, obviously, Edgar and Bierce, because their group was this private little circle where they do their rituals and sacrifices. Who is the father here? There are possible theories that Malak might have had an affair with the maid herself. Agatha was a result, or is that Malak wanted a sacrifice, a big one, to please the devil, the demon, to really become the powerful entity in the Dark Deception world. Hence, he started the affair intentionally with the maid to get the sacrifice. I know it's a too blind theory, but if you think about the intentions that Malak has, how obsessed he is, it is not far-fetched. At the first opportunity they got, bam, Agatha was sacrificed. But she was sacrificed at a very early age, an age where kids desperately want a parental figure in their lives. Edgar, Victor, Bierce, and every other person involved in rituals, Hollywood shenanigans, barely cared about stuff like family, marriage, and all they cared about is how to become more powerful, selling their souls to the devil doo-doo, becoming devil doo-doo, and doo-doo's doo-doo. Maid's daughter, unfortunately, was really one of the worst hit victims in this entire mess. Now with that being said, in this dark deception world where Malak is an eyeball in ballroom, where Doug Hauser is shorter than Bierce, I do believe that yes, Malak is indeed a father figure, but only a father figure to Agatha. Father or daddy here could be used for someone who's in charge of the place, someone who feeds the family, someone you can rely upon to take care of big matters. So as far as that is concerned, as far as Agatha calling Malak daddy in that specific regards, absolutely he is indeed a father figure to Agatha. But actual father-daughter through blood? I don't think so. But at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised either if in chapter 4 they showed that yes, Malak is indeed Agatha's father through blood. That would not be that big of a surprise, but I would make a pog face. It is an interesting theory. It is a theory that requires thought-provoking mind. And overall, if you make a summary of what just happened in this theory, I would say that people barely care about her. That's why I pick characters who actually deserves our love and appreciation. Alright, I'll leave you to it. Go with this theory, add on to it, reduce it, minus it, but I got this bad feeling that we'll not learn anything about story until we get to chapter 4. I think that's the whole point.